Good morning, everybody. It's a fantastic weekend. We're into the month of December, the final month of 2025. Thanksgiving's out of the way. Now we're on to college football playoffs ahead, NFL winding down the final games of the year, and then basically we're on to Christmas and the new year ahead. So let's go ahead and take a look at some pivot point trading operations and setup. I set up a new Lucid account late in the day Friday, so I'll have it. Did some test trading automated. Just make sure I was trading with one lots. Make sure everything's all working and ready to go for the week ahead next week. I got my charts built up on a new Asus Gamer 17.3-inch laptop. My other one was about 15, 16 months old. It works fine. It's just time to move on to something new. Load up a new fresh Ninja and get ready for some massive increase in automated trading. We take a quick look at the other day. We had a big pump through the U.S. Session Open. I know I was short and then long and done on my accounts on the pivot point action. Let's take a quick look. And remember, if you ever have any questions for me related to the pivot point trading, you can always contact me at info@proptradingindicators.com. Sorry for the background noise. Someplace where it's very noisy. Just had breakfast. And now I'm getting ready to catch up on admin. So I had it set for first signal because we had a huge run leading up to 8:30 open. So I just set up the automated, instead of jumping right into an existing trend, I set it to take the first signal after 8:32, which was short. So right here, I was short on the very first signal. Then it flipped to long, and that was it. Then I was all done. I was 2 and done on the day with the PPG1 indicator talking to the pivot point trading fully automated system as showcased on my programmer's website of proptradingindicators.com for the special offer he currently has up for anybody new. Obviously, if you're somebody that was anything to do with grid algo IQ, and you want in, this is the last weekend we're going to offer lower price discounted access to these tools. Now we can do pretty much the same type of trading with the Algo IQ program, and just this week, as promised, I updated the Algo IQ program's automated strategy to trade scalp dots. So I got to shoot a bunch of training videos this weekend, not only for the pivot point trading approach. I have a whole bunch of videos that get loaded up to the training page there on a wide range of Renko settings that you can use, and indicator settings, and how to attack, your prop accounts right out or near the open for, getting your daily profit objective. So far, the emails that I've been reading, I see we got a lot of guys hitting gold in the evenings, doing exceptionally well, and then also doing well on indices, primarily out of the U.S. Session Open. So there you go. It was 2 and done. And the mom signal strategy did really good also on Friday to get done quick to get over your daily profit objective. So not surprised. Big move, big pump. And then the market faded a bit and then kind of ended the day sideways. So not surprising for a Friday. So I have my right hand and left hand chart set up for pivot point based trading. I've got symmetrical Renkos set up right here, just so I can kind of watch a symmetrical Renko look of things for where's potential overbought and sold areas. But the primary thing that I do is I trade symmetrical Renkos with the PPG1 indicator fully automated for my pivot point style of trading. We're going to add 1, possibly 2 new indicators the programmer's working on for his website of proptradingindicators.com and the current group that's on beta or came in on the very low-priced access offer. You guys get it. Get that. Anything my programmer and I end up adding to his website that grows out the cache of trading tools, you will get access to that. Right now, we already have 3 Renko downloads that are symmetrical. We're going to start, probably not next week, but the following week, we're going to build our own Renko so he can have one for his program, and then I can use it too, that I know will be tick by tick price reporting for most optimal use with running the pivot point trading automated strategy. And I'm going to give it to the Algo IQ group so they can use it for scalp dots trading on a proper Renko that has all the key features we want for very efficient automated trading. And, you know, you can use it for manual discretionary too. So I have some big videos today out for training on scalp dots. For diamond dot specific scalping for the pivot point group. See, a lot of you are hitting that hard and liking that a lot. So I'm going to make you guys some more videos on that approach. And just in general, I have a lot of videos on Renko types, Renko settings, and indicator settings to get you dialed in for badass intraday, either position or, you know, for automated trading with the automated strategy or for manual discretionary trading. So by the end of this weekend, the training content will grow substantially. I've really got some beautiful videos, and I'm glad I waited and I shot them before. I didn't like them. The audio was off a bit on my older computer. Moved everything over to this computer, and everything's working really good. So there you have it. Let's go take a look at the Algo IQ charts real quick. Look at things from Friday. So there we go. Mom Strat. Beautiful trading on Friday out of the open. Here's the 8:32 start time. Boom. Nice short trade. Got you in. Flip to long somewhere in this area price, and you were done. So beautiful ops there for the pivot point strategy. Let's get a lighter color so we can see that a little bit better. So yeah, there you go. We had signal number 1 right here on Mom Strat, and then signal number 2 to be done. So short to long, long to the promised land for 2 quick trades to be done with fully automated trading. And remember, the longer you stay in the market, you keep gunslinging and dinking around with your trading, the quicker you are, let's go to yellow, it's easier to see, the quicker you are to blowing out your accounts. The faster you go in and get to a daily profit objective on prop firms is by far the smartest way to trade in the beginning process of building dynamic revenue source. Let's say you do this for 6 months. You got 5 TPTs, 5 Lucids, 20 Apex. You're running and gunning. Then you can go off and do your gunslinging in a few other accounts and try to go get famous on YouTube, getting a $1.2 million payout from Apex. If that's your objective in the beginning, that's like, you know, you're driving a Lamborghini towards a brick wall. Just go in and just get 400 or 500 a day off your 150K accounts, or just go in and get 750 to 1,000 a day off your 300K accounts with some very modest position sizing and some very dialed in, focused, either manual discretionary trading off signals, you know, signals that are defined and structured and have logic behind them, using information that we teach you and settings we provide in the Algo IQ, rooms, private rooms. Or if you're a pivot point trading guy, go into our Discord there and trade the setups that I show you in the initial training videos, and then more to follow over the weekend. Okay, let's take a quick look at the super bands approach to trading and the super bands with the AIQ bars Renko. So you can see we had that big pullback end of day the prior day, big ramp then, later part of the day. You can see there were some very big cycles. And what was really nice, or what I was doing, you'll see right here, well, you can see we've had some nice excursions outside the bands. And basically the bands help us see the dynamic ongoing running range of price and where's price in overbought or oversold territory to help us decide whether I should be long bias or short bias, when you're trading manually, or to help you decide when to maybe put your automated strategy in long mode or short only mode. And I did some of that trading on Friday specifically. Let me go show you. So here's some areas where I was turning on automation completely in one direction with a bias. Here was a key level sweep. When I saw that, I had my strategy running in short mode only, caught a short. That was a significant level sweep. And I teach how to track for level sweep in our training. Okay, then we had another key level sweep. Go in, turn on the automated strategy, which I already had it on for the day, but I had it in short only mode. Caught a short out of the open. So in other words, right out of the open, I wasn't willing to take a long. I wanted my first trade to be a short. Whether we pushed a little bit higher and rotated, or we got a short right out of the open, and it worked. I got a short. And then in this case, it flipped to a long side trade. So what we've done in the automated strategy, we added a feature in the automated strategy. So if you're in a short trade playing short only mode and you get an opposite signal, it will conclude the trade for you and shut down the trade. Whereas before, it would just leave the trade on, and wherever your trail stop was, that's where you got blipped out. So we added that to the Algo IQ program, and we added the ability to trade scalp dots. So we've added some features to the Algo IQ program's automated strategy. I have one more little feature I'm adding to that strategy over the weekend, and then that baby's done. I won't mess with that thing at all the rest of the year unless somebody gives us some really good additional idea that makes sense for a defined specific trade setup. So yeah, good trade action. And then again, what did we get? We got a level sweep again. So we swept that recent multi-week high or multi-day high. Press, but we didn't get any short signal. Press. Then we got the short signal. And that's the trade I made the most money on Friday. I had one of my accounts that I traded a little bit higher than normal position size. And there was a big short trade right here off that reaction to a market pressing up. And if I'm not mistaken, we pressed all-time highs. So that was a nice cyclical downtrending market, at least that initial move. I'm on a new computer here, so I have to get all my typical colors and everything set that I like to use. We'll use yellow. You guys can see that. Actually, we'll use dark orange. We'll set it a little bit thicker to a 3, and we'll call that default. Save it as a default. So anyhow, caught the short off that nice move, and that was a day for me. So yeah, some nice action. And remember, the automated strategies, we always give you the ability to go long mode only or short mode only. So if you want to work price action off of key levels, tests, or level sweeps, or let's say you see the markets outside the bands, pressing, like right here, hey, turn your automated strategy on short side, let it do the work. So there you have it. Let me pull up the email address if you have questions. Discounted access ends this weekend for pivot point stuff, so contact me or my programmer at info at proptradingindicators.com for any more questions.